Hi folks, this is Jeff Rugrock here, all things prints this semester. Next up on our drawing portfolio for the prints course is individual fixture pipe sizing. There are a couple of PowerPoints in these presentations for individual fixtures and how to identify them, even some component parts, as well as different types of fixtures such as sanitary units. So you may want to watch those before you get to this one. This particular table we're just going to fill out with a variety of sizes based on the Ontario Building Code, Table 7493, Table 7571, and Table 7632A. One's for drain and waste, 75 is for venting, 76 is for distribution or water piping. Anyways, it's all just to do with your individual fixtures, which you have to have an understanding of. I've given an example of a lavatory basin here. The green I'm going to use for drainage and the blue I'm using for water piping. So those are the color codes. And this is the information you have to fill in for every fixture. So let me show you how I got that. So to begin, we'll look at 7493 and you'll see that I have an item number 19C. And then the description just simply says single. So that's this basin here, 19. Oh, sorry, wrong table. There we go. The other 19. So 19, it's called a lavatory. It's just a bathroom sink by another name. And we're looking at C, simply because I'm looking for the household or domestic, and I just did a single. So that's the name of the fixture, and you'll find that under column 1, the fixture. Under column 2, you'll find the minimum fixture pipe size, fixture outlet pipe size specifically, and that is 1.25 inches. So if you wanted to go through this booklet and with the little quotation marks in there to identify that it is in inches, you can go ahead and do that. So we have 19C, a lavatory domestic single, 1.25 inch drain pipe. Then on the fixture unit side, and fixture units is just the amount of waste load or hydraulic load you have through the system. You've got two options. You've got one with 1.25 inch trap, and you've got a second one, it's 1.5 fixture units with 1.5 inch trap. I'm just looking for the minimum. So it'd be 1 FU with 1.25 inch trap. So 1.25 inch trap, 1 inch hydraulic load, or sorry, 1 fixture unit hydraulic load. And remember, for our purposes, the fixture outlet pipe, or the pipe coming out of the fixture, it would go into the trap in the same size. Lots of exceptions to this rule. You can upsize and whatnot, but we don't do that. At least in this course, we'll keep it simple. Then we're going to go on to table 7.5. When you see the digit 5, you know it's venting. This table is super simple to read. You just take your fixture outlet pipe size and use it to determine your vent pipe size. So here it is here, 7571. Item number 1, size of the trap served is 1.25 inches, because that was our fixture outlet pipe. Therefore, the size of the vent is also 1.25 inches. If it had been 1.5 inch or 2 inch trap, then you'd have 1.25 inch vent for the 1.5 inch, or for the 2 inch waste, you'd have 1.5 inch vent pipe. Anyways, that's an easy table to work with. Then the last one does get a little bit more complicated. This is the one I had up earlier. We'll go back to it now. And this is for the distribution side. So we have, it's still number 19. It is equal to or less than 8.3 liters per minute is what this is. I'll show you that in a moment. We have a fixture supply pipe size of 3/8 of an inch. The fixture units, or the amount of liquid load, is 0.5, and then the hot is 0.5, and the total is 0.7. For now, we're just reading the tables, but if you're uncertain of why you can't just add the hot and the cold together to get the total, cliff notes on that are, if you were to start washing your hands with cold water only, and then midway through washing your hands, turn on the hot water, do you get double the amount of water? And the answer is simply no. You don't. By opening both sides of the faucet, you do not get double the water. And that's because there's flow restrictors and whatnot. Anyway, so the total FUs is a little bit different than each one individually. Yeah, so let's look at that table then. So here we are here, 7632A, number 19, lavatory basin, 8.3 liters per minute or less, 3-inch, 3/8 pipe size. And then you got a cold load, 0.5, a hot load of 0.5, and a total load of 0.7. Now, when you go over to the next three, you'll see you've got cold load of 1.5, hot load of 1.5, and a total load of 2. But it's important to remember that this is for public use. So that would be libraries, hospitals, schools, things like that. And we're just trying to stick with the residential stuff where possible. So that would be the private use, or dwelling, sometimes called. So we're sticking with the smallest one where possible. That's it. I think that's how to read these three tables. You can then go through this whole thing and just keep sizing. Remember, watch the sanitary units presentation. You'll see more details on the 3 different bedpan washers. And there's some surprises in here when you go through this table. So go ahead and do that.